Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Beyond Authentic Health and Beauty, where we are documenting our slimming world journey and beyond. I'm Lisa.
I'm Rufus.
And today is a car vlog. Look how dark it is. Look how dark. Like, October is here, obviously. Autumn is here. I know, but look how dark it is now. It's like proper dark. It's like nighttime
it's
dark.
It's cloudy though as well. So
last week's car vlog, it was like, oh, the sun's gone down. It's still dusk. Now it's like nighttime. Yeah, it is. Anyway, you don't care about that. You're here to know how we did at Slimming World. So then, do you want to go? No, shall I? Yeah, go on. You go first. You don't normally go first. You go first.
I lost 2.5 pounds. So that's quite good this week.
Yay! But that does mean that your total weight loss is 3 stone, 6.5 pounds.
Yes. I was half a pound away from my my next award. So
yeah, if you just wore a smaller pair of socks.
I know, right? I even got a haircut. That didn't help me.
I know, right? But yeah, so like obviously that means you'll probably come in with your 3.5 next week. So how do you feel? Like 3 stone, 6.5 in 15 weeks. That's really good going. Yeah,
I do feel a little better, but it's like I say, still having health issues here and there. But I say, obviously, I think I have improved a bit now. So
yeah. Well, we've been at the doctor's today doing ECGs and all sorts of things for you.
Yeah.
So, but like, I know that you're feeling a bit better because obviously 3.5 stone, just under, is a lot to have lost in 15 weeks. So if you think about that, that is what, 4 months, and he's lost nearly 3.5 stone, which is really, really good going. It's amazing, but it does mean that you're starting to feel a little bit like you can do more, which then led to this week, just gone. We took a couple of things to the tip on 2 days, didn't we, over Saturday and Sunday.
We just had stuff at home in the garden and whatever, and needed to clear,
an old burner
some
that
stuff
had been
out.
burnt.
So we just put the back seats down in the car and just kind of took all those things to the tip. And it's like I say, even that, I think, left me 2 days recovering from just doing that, just exhausted from, getting the stuff in the car, going there, dragging the stuff out, throwing it in the tip and coming back home. And then it was just like, I felt fine. And then the next day I just was Monday exhausted.
Dead, weren't you?
Yeah, exhausted.
Yeah, so that's why we did the Slimming World Ready Meal dinner on Monday. That's why that video went up on Tuesday. So yeah, thanks to everybody who sent like get well messages and things like that. Unfortunately, it's just since COVID, this is kind of how we are, isn't it? So like my fibro's been kicked up, your breathing and your heart issues have been kicked up a little bit. So it's almost like we've aged 20 years just by having COVID in 2020, don't it? That's what it feels like.
I do feel, like I say, for me, I do feel like I have recovered a little bit, but not anywhere like I was before, obviously before COVID. So, and you are getting better, and it's just a very slow process. But yeah, so that's why we filmed that this week. But it does mean that tonight we are going to be starting our full week of Slimming World Ready meals. A full week on Slimming World Ready meals. So that's going to be really interesting. I can't wait for this week to come. Also, I'm not sure how many are gluten-free, so it's going to be interesting to see how many meals I have to repeat, whereas I think you've got free range. So but that's going to be interesting. But so there are also a lot more choices as well now, aren't there, as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ones. But so yeah, so
for you. What about you this week? How have you done?
So this week I did a maintain, which my tummy now, I don't know if you heard my tummy there. My tummy's really like making some noises today. So yeah, I did a maintain, which is really weird because it's the one thing that I don't think I've maintained at Slimming World probably in 4 or 5 years. It just wasn't something that happened. I either put on or I lost. I put on or I lost. Yeah. It's just, I never ever did a maintain. And it's really weird. I literally got on the scales and Faye, the one that weighs us in here, she went, oh, you've maintained. And I was like, oh, well, I think that's the first.
But it's better than again,
obviously with everything's going on with my health, like I had an appointment at the end of November for the fibro team. They've now bumped that up to the beginning of November. That's really good. We're still chasing urology and everything else, so you know, it is just what it is at the moment. I am sticking to plan steadfastly.
It doesn't put you off, you know, thinking, "I'll sod it, I'm just
it doesn't. Because
it doesn't. It's super healthy, you know, and probably as well, where I'm eating certain things, it makes it a little bit easier for you, because
it's because we're eating pretty much the same dinners. It's just, I mean, obviously for this week you'll have slightly different ready meals to me, but we are eating the same food, and it does make it fairly simple when you've got both of you on plan. So like for all of you out there who are trying to lose weight and you've got a partner that's not on plan, or you know, kids that aren't dieting, it must be so hard to have, you know, like Swiss rolls and cakes and biscuits and all of that stuff, you know, in.
We know a couple of people that sort of like are in that situation kind of, and it's
really hard.
If you're not making the food yourself and knowing exactly what you are eating, there might be other things getting put in your meal without realising. And it's just difficult, isn't it?
Or it's like my friend Kirsty, who, you know, like she's got three kids, so they have to have their meals. And then there's, you know, her husband who eats slightly differently to what Kirsty has. So Kirsty might do, on a particular day, she might do one meal for two of her kids, another meal for another child because he's a lot younger, a toddler, and then a different meal for her husband, and then a different meal for her. That's a lot of cooking. That's a lot of, I mean, I think it's hard enough when we do like a stir fry and we do some stir fry veggies for the dogs.
I think that's one thing hard enough. Well, we don't sort of have children at home apart from the pets and stuff, so it's kind of like we don't have that sort of temptation of, the kiddies have their little bags of crisps and things. And their lunchbox
snacks and all of that. Yeah, so we've got none of that to worry about. So that makes it easier for us. But obviously, like, with all of the health stuff that's going on with me at the moment, like, you know, a Maintain's fine. A Maintain genuinely is fine. It's, you know,
just having a pause for this week.
Yeah, and like last week I had a half a pound increase. So, you know, next week I might come in with £3 off, or £3 on, or Maintain, or
I'm not being funny, but one week you came in and you'd lost £10 in 1 week. So
I know, right?
Who knows what's going to happen next week?
And the previous week to that, I'd had a £2.5 increase. So you know, it just beggars belief. It really does with me. So until all of the health stuff is kind of diagnosed, let alone sorted, until it's all diagnosed and we know what we're playing with and exactly what's going on, it's just, it is what it is. So, you know, but anyway, so talking about the food that we're going to have this week, I'll put in a clip here before we do of the food that we had last week to come in with 2.5. See, that's a bit crap. Last week's video was like, look, we've done. Oh no, it wasn't. Last week we did 10.5 between us, so I didn't have an increase. I had 4 off last week.
Was it? I did
6.5.
6.5, and you did the.
I did 4.
Oh yeah.
So we've spoken about doing the ready meals this week coming. I'm going to put in here the clips of what we've had this previous week. Hi, so once again we are having the Aldi Slim Wow meals. This is Rufus's one. He's got the chicken sag, or we've got some whole grain rice under there, some garden peas and some butternut squash which has been in the air fryer, and they are delicious, so yum. And then this is what I have from Aldi. This is the chicken barbecue, again with whole grain rice and some garden peas and the butternut squash fried chip things from the air fryer. So that's what we ate this week. So then, what do you think was your favourite dinner this week?
The Diet Coke chicken that I had was really nice, and that was, that was a Slimming World meal. But I say the reason I liked it was because it was really sweet tasting. So to me, when I had the first little taste of it, it was like a sweet and sour chicken nearly.
But without the sour.
Yeah,
that's what threw me.
But I really liked that.
You really liked it, yeah. You really enjoyed it. Whereas I had that little bit of the sauce and I was like, oh,
there's no sourness.
There's no sour. Yeah. I wanted the peppers or something to go, You know what I mean? I wanted a bit of a kick.
Yeah, it didn't have that. So for me, I really enjoyed that because it was quite sweet.
So do you think that was your favourite meal in the whole week?
And the steak. I like steak.
Oh, and the steak,
I like steak. But,
yeah, the steaks were really good, actually. Yeah. There were slightly different steaks, weren't they, this time round? Rather than the big thick
Aldi thin frying steaks. But they were, like I say, when you cook them and then let them rest a little bit, they were really, really, really soft. You could just literally have your steak and just pull it apart without even having to cut it, and it was really soft. Yeah, they were really nice. Really, really nice.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed... What did I enjoy the most? I liked the steaks. I liked the pork chops we had because they were really nice. I like pork. I think pork's a really lovely meat. So yeah, I'd probably say either one of those, maybe.
I said we had the pork chops because it was a 75% off in Aldi, and who could go wrong with that?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
75% off.
And if you are looking at that dinner, by the way, and you're thinking, stir-fry vegetables and pork chops, what? Like, I was, again, it was a slightly poorly day yesterday, and I couldn't be bothered chopping up the pork chops and cutting all the meat off to then put the meat in the stir-fry. So I did the stir-fry vegetables separately and then put the pork chops on the side.
Pork chops,
yeah, they were. And the only reason we got any of that is because we went to see, again, my friend Kirsty yesterday. We just sort of popped in, didn't we, on the way back home. And... like literally, as we were driving, home. We were like, a
couple of pots of yogurt I need to pick up, so I've got enough for the next few days.
Yeah, so we nipped into Aldi, and then a full trolley later. I would say, what do you reckon we saved? Because we literally went in about 8:30, didn't we? And virtually half of the trolley was 75% off discount bargain ticket.
We got probably 3/4 of a week's of veggies and things for the week for the like I say, all the veggies, and fruit, and a little bit of meat. And like I say, and some fruit and other bits, and some of that, like, even some of that was, I think, had a reduced. So, like I say, I think, like I say, half of the stuff in there we had was like use it up in the next day or so.
Yeah, I mean, again, you've got to be really careful. If you go in at that time, just make sure that it's food that is going to keep for a couple of days, because there's no point buying like 5 days worth of food.
Unless you pop it straight in the freezer, then that's fine. But like I say,
but otherwise, there's no point buying 5 days worth of food that needs to be eaten within 2 days. But we've got things like the mushrooms, which are absolutely fine. They're going to be fine for the week. You know.
But I think the only meat I said that we actually bought, which needed using, were those pork chops. I said we had them last night.
Yeah, because it was literally like, we'll have those for tea.
Yeah, it was really, really nice.
So that's why we ended up having a really weird meal of the stir fry with pork chops. But then again, this week we did have the stir fry with butternut squash chips and steak. So, you know, it makes no sense. These days, it's literally what is healthy, what is on plan, and what do we fancy kind of bunging together. It just kind of, fills us up, doesn't it?
Occasionally you find a bargain here or there, and it's kind of like, okay, well, we can have that tonight then. It's just,
and we are quite adaptable, because again, like we said earlier, because it is only us and we haven't got kids and, you know, the family to cook for, you know, if we do see some pork steaks reduced and some, you know, stir fry, we can go, oh, okay, we'll have that with that.
It's one of those things though that you always tend to find, the things when you go in the supermarket and you look around and you buy convenient food, things that are processed, they tend to be cheaper than just buying all the fresh produce that we buy. I said, so when you find a bargain, it's kind of like, okay, well, we're having that tonight then, and we'll just kind of move things around, and maybe we'll do that tomorrow and whatnot, and just and
we're quite
adapt to it.
I mean, we've got a lot of the Slimming World recipe books and things, and like there's books on just on sauces, just on sides, just on like curries and things. So we like, if we look in the fridge and go, oh, I don't know what to make, there's plenty of recipe books that we've got that we can check out. So then what do you think is going to happen? Like, what is your guess that we are going to come in with next week? So when we weigh in a week today, where we're just going to have, from now until when we weigh in, we're just going to have Slimming World ready meals
instead.
What do you think? What is your guess that will happen? So you've been averaging around about 3 1/3 pounds each week. So do you think you're going to come in with that sort of £3.5 off? Do you think you'll lose more?
I'd say, bearing in mind though, like I say, with these meals, we tend to have to like maybe put a few extra veggies on the side, because just eating that on its own for an evening meal probably wouldn't keep me full for like too long.
Well, we've also kind of trained ourselves over the last 4 months to eat a lot of speed vegetables, like a lot of speed vegetables. Like if you look at any of our plates, I would say normally half of our plate is made up of speed food, and then we put speed food into whatever we're cooking as well. So it's like there's a lot of speed food on our plates. So we're still going to carry on with that. So that being said, what's your guess? What do you think you'll come out with?
Maybe £1 off. I don't know. Like I say, really,
£1.
Maybe.
So you think
maybe £1 or £2? I really
Hang on a second, right? You're all watching this.
I don't know.
So Rufus is guessing his prediction.
I could be completely wrong, like I say.
But your prediction is that eating the Slimming World pre-prepared frozen ready meals.
I've never eaten a whole week's worth of it, so I have no idea.
I haven't. We've only ever done a ready meal now and then, haven't we? Like from Aldi or from somewhere.
So what about everyone else? Does everyone else,
Well, I don't know. We'll find out in a second. But that's your prediction, is that you think a week on Slimming World...
£2 then, maybe.
No, you can't change it now. No. First guess. So then, Rufus's prediction is that he will come in next week with £1 to £2 off after eating the entire week of Slimming World ready meals. I think... Oh, what about me? Because it's going to be really difficult for me, because sometimes I go up and down when I've eaten, like when I've been super on plan. I think... Do you know what? I am going to say £3 off for me, which would be an incredibly good week for me. I'm going to say £3 off. Now, I'm not going to like try and fix that. I'm not going to like have super low sins. We're going to do everything else as normal. So I'm still going to, like, if I want some crab sticks, we're going to have some crab sticks in the daytime, things like that. So we're still going to carry on our regular routine, and we're still going to have our fruit for pudding. But I think I will come in with £3 off. That's my prediction. In fact, what we'll do this week, we will sort out a little prize. It's not going to be anything major though, but maybe
a cookbook or something.
Yeah, maybe like a cookbook or something, so that we can put in the post to you. And if you want to win that, all you've got to do is put your predictions down in the comment section of what you think we are both going to either lose, gain, or if you think we're going to maintain. And what I need you to do is literally say, I think Lisa will gain £4 and Rufus will lose 20. Whatever it is, well, we don't know. Whatever your prediction is, put it down in the comment section with a way to contact you, either on Instagram, or if you've got a YouTube that we can message you on, or if you've got a channel, or just put a way of contacting you, and we can get the book or whatever the prize will be out to you for next week. So yeah, join in with your predictions. But also, if you haven't already, as I said earlier, do please make sure that you click the subscribe button. And a really important thing is if you can click that little bell and change your notifications to all, because a couple of people have sent some messages saying that they haven't been getting the notifications going off in their feed. So they've not been getting videos from us. So they thought that we were like just going quiet on the channel, and we're not. So if you want to get our content, just make sure that bell is dinged. You can ding a bell.
I say
ding a bell.
And as well as that, in the week, we'll be doing a unboxing of our new air fry as well. So you'll see our new air fry.
That's right, because if you saw the video that we did where we taste tested the new Slimming World meals, you will see in there is like a 5-minute segment that I had to speed up where I nearly swore then. The air fryer stopped working. It's just like it's just rubbish.
It may as well have gone out the window.
Yeah, it nearly did go out the flipping window, I'm telling you. But we've now bought a massive one. It's like twice the size and everything else. So I'm really interested to unbox it. I'm not interested to try and find somewhere to put it on the worktops.
I know.
That's going to be interesting. But yeah, stay tuned for that.
So that's about it from us.
As we always say, stay you, stay safe, stay authentic, and happy slimming. Bye-bye. Right, editing me cut all of that. Shall we do a picture for the thumbnail? But yeah, I think so then. Yeah, hang on, it's right. So they enjoyed it. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something.
What are you doing?
taking some pictures for the thumbnail.
What other things did we have this week?
I don't remember. I'll have to have a look. So we'll talk about that then.
We won't tell people to go to Aldi late evening because they'll pinch all our goodies.
Yeah, don't go and get our bargains.
No. Faces you pull in. I had diet chicken.
So that's what we ate. Hang on, let me just take a sip of drink.
That's not a sip. That's a guzzle. That's no sip.
A swallow then. Yeah, if I'm going to swallow, everyone get the wrong idea about what I'm doing. Right, anyway, let's go back to the video.